All right, so today we got Charleston White in the building, man. What's up?
What's up, big dog, guy?
Nothing much, man. I appreciate you coming out. I appreciate you being on my platform. It's a pleasure. I've been a fan for a long time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, how have things been going on lately, man?
It's been crazy. Overwhelming at times. Unbelievable. And extraordinary. Because I could have never dreamed of this. So, yeah, just the spotlight alone. Most internet sensation fizz out after about 2 years. So if you say, who was the last big internet sensation? You won't think of the names. So I wanted to take advantage of being an internet sensation and capitalize off having the spotlight. So by doing that, I was able to build a platform. By me building a platform, I was able to brand myself, because while building the platform, I was marketing my name, Charleston White. The internet gave me Rat Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, the internet gave, because I had the dreads. You know, I had the ugly dreads that were barely hanging on with the bald spot, and they thought I resembled Cat Williams. So they said, oh, he a snitch, he a rat. So at first I was like, man, fuck you. I ain't no motherfucking rat. And then it was so catchy. I knew that would be good marketing. And so what I really wanted to do is, I wanted to make reporting crime, I wanted to make calling the police not a bad thing if you're not a criminal. Okay. So that's what I wanted to embody that. And so the first headline read, and it was to shame me, local community activists. You know, it says, Fort Worth man snitches on Crips and Bloods, Harvey Street Crips. Then World Star Hip Hop took it and said local community, Fort Worth community activists. I'm not a criminal, homie. I think it's okay if a nigga break into your house and you know who did it, call the police and say, hey man, Leroy did that, and file on your insurance. You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
I think a lot of people gravitating towards your message shows that they have that same opinion, but popular culture kind of sways in a different way.
So I wanted to be the black man to say, yeah, I snitch on a nigga, because there's no honor amongst thieves. Yeah. I'm more loyal to whoever I'm trying to get back home to. I ain't snitching on you to go back home to some more niggas. I'm snitching on you nigga to go back home to my family. So who cares that I'm a snitch to you? I can feed these people now. I'll be a to you niggas so these people can be protected.
Now, you've definitely received a lot of backlash in the rap game. There's been rappers who have went toe-to-toe with you online. But for some reason, I know you talked about this with DJ Academics. You've come out on top in almost all of those situations. I think every situation that you've had.
Yeah, you can always tell a tree by the fruit in which it bears. I say a lot of horrible, horrific things online. But when I get offline and you run my background, you go investigate my character, there's no blemishes. I don't have no accusations of abusing any women. I worked in the community for over 10 years, homie. Nobody ever accused me of being a whoremonger, sleeping with all the women. I've never been accused of, he just doing this for the money. So they are attacking a persona. I'm attacking a culture that's completely and obviously detrimental to a race of people, specifically, right? So I'm attacking a culture, they're attacking my persona that's on the internet, because they have to stay away from the man in real life. They can't speak on the man in real life.
And I've heard you talk about that before, and it seems like it still works, man. You still get under people's skin or whatever, but do you think your non-traditional route into becoming famous is why you had this staying power?
No. There's been other guys. I can name some. Nina Boy, Bosco, 17 the Hog, Duke Pharaoh. So I can name all these guys. They was big on social media once before.
Yeah, that's true.
But because they couldn't transition off of social media, right? They couldn't develop or grow. So a lot of guys on social media got big platforms. They couldn't come off social media and start a podcast and get the same following.
No.
I do it on every platform. So I mastered making these people online follow me in real life too. How do you do that? You brand it. Brand it. So I learned how to brand me, homie. So I didn't come. So once I realized the power of social media and a social media platform, how I maintain it is, homie, I start studying and learning. Okay, what can I do now? Well, if you've never been in entertainment and you never wanted to be in entertainment, well, how do you stay here and nobody's showing you? What? Ain't nobody telling me nothing, homie. Everybody's going against me. The entertainment, nobody's embracing me. They taking my videos down. They're shadow banning me. So nobody's teaching me, right? Guess who teaching me, my nigga? The people. The people who I wake up every day and get on this phone for and perform for free, and I don't get $1. I don't get $1 from YouTube. I just started getting money back from Instagram. I just let it sit up and pile up.
That's crazy to think about, man.
They snatched all my Google AdSense, homie, because I've offended everybody. So when I was making $16,000 a month off YouTube,
wow.
And I never even had 70,000 subscribers. I wasn't even getting 100,000 views. I had 50-some thousand subscribers. The most viewership I was getting was maybe 15,000, 16,000, and I was getting $16,000 a month, breaking all the rules. So when they took that from me, I'm saying, okay, it's over with. I had to think, okay, how can I beat this machine? Nigga, bring it to the streets. I learned that from watching Dolomite. Dolomite couldn't perform in a theater one time. Nigga, he went out and performed on the streets with the people. So, nigga, I took the same concept that I had with community work. I built with the people. I broke all those systematic rules, getting kicked off, getting mad, but I'm steady building with the people. I'm in the comment section, reading the comments. I'm online, addressing the comments. No other person does that.
Now, to be real, you still got to be up, though. Let's be honest. You know, you're probably doing real well, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing real well. Yeah. I was fit to make the RS come to me today and say what I done made, but nigga, let me shut up. Yeah, I'm doing real well.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
You can't imagine, homie. Well, you can. Once you learn this game and you can master it, it's easy to touch millions. When you understand content creator, it's like a nigga knowing how to do a BBL. It's like a nigga knowing how to do. It's a new trade, and it make the same amount of money. It make the same amount of money that a doctor makes doing be content creator. There are children who got children channels, and all they do is open toys and go, and they're millionaires.
Yeah, well,
and you never know their name.
Yeah, they make like 40 million a year or something.
Yeah, homie. Yeah. Because when you give your kid a phone, they watch this kid. I want this. You don't know to just buy your kids toys and let him open up and let his reaction and start him. They don't know that though.
Yeah.
They don't know when they're at the family and they got a drunk motherfucking uncle, keep everybody laughing, put that mother. They don't know that, homie. They don't know that's content.
Go viral.
They don't know black people's lives is content for movies and this. So, homie, I peep that. So, nigga, homie, that's why I live on this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nicely said.
I'm the new television show, homie. And so I'm giving these people free entertainment. So when I do show up for a comedy show, nigga, they want to see if I'm really funny or if I'm not funny. Some people come to see if I ain't funny. So, you think? So it's just like Ali and Mayweather. People was coming to see them get beat up at first, not win.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
I think that's what Mayweather mastered, right?
Yeah.
Getting everybody hyped up to go see him lose finally because he got in their skin so much. And it makes sense now. Hey,
homie, listen. I've been studying, homie. I ain't been no kid playing outside. I was a kid. Soon they let me go outside, a window's getting broke. And I got to come inside and sit my ass right there. They got to give me a book to read. I wasn't no sports kid, homie. So I study, I read. So I go all the way back to Mom Mabel, P.D. Green, Dolomite, Red Fox. So, homie, I've been studying these people, homie, mimicking this because it's the culture. I'm a product of black culture, nigga. Yeah. 1970 black exploitation, baby.
And I think you're filling a niche that what you mentioned, Mom Mabel and P.D. Green. we really didn't have that much. We didn't have that anymore. And now we kind of have that through.
Robin Harris on Kid and Play. That was the last nigga talk like this.
Yeah, correct.
Robin Harris dad on Kid and Play, when he told that nigga, he talked to the police like that. He talked to the nigga with the Jerry curl like that. When he walked into the party, what was he doing? Talking to everybody. Where that boy at? Where he at? We saw this, what was you looking at? And went to talk. So, homie, that we don't have that black male no more. Because the male after him was scared of the nephew. Cause he was on drugs. He needed to get dope from nephew. Say, nephew, never get a hit. So he started, the nephew on paid, the uncle on paid in full, homie. Them was the niggas after Robin Harris talking like that.
Yeah.
The niggas that had kidnapped his nephew and hold him for ransom. Nigga, we started resenting men just because they were men. We done heard all these women in our lives say bad things about men. We done seen our aunties do our uncles bad. And he be saying, man, your auntie tripping, man. And we don't see him no more. And
Laugh at it.
Yeah. So we done watched all the women in our lives. So nigga, what we do when we start getting of age, we're gonna take on their frustration and anger and beat up the dope fiend nigga we selling dope to. We gonna book the coach. Now we want to whoop a grown man.
Yeah.
Because this ain't our anger. This our mama's them anger. Most black boys anger ain't their anger toward their father. That's their mama's them anger.
Nah, you touching on some very good points. And I think, man, when you talk about displaced anger and things like that, it shows itself in different ways, man.
Say, why you think niggas want to fight so fast? That is the #1 trait of a woman when she get mad. Give me that goddamn belt. Give me that goddamn belt. But when she ain't mad, she ain't hitting you. When life is good, mama ain't whooping a bunch of ass. It's when she's frustrated, going through something. Her and the nigga, that she gonna get your ass beat then. She a little rougher, a little meaner. These niggas the same way. When they had money, niggas really wasn't killing when the PPP money, SBB money. So we done took on the traits of our mothers. We've mutated because children mimic what they see and repeat what they hear. So if every time you got your ass whooping because mama was mad, you mimic that same behavior. Nigga, as soon as he get mad, what he do? He want to hurt. Everything that a man does, he does it from his mind and his mouth. You ain't never seen a world leader throw a punch.
That's true.
You ain't never seen a ruler throw a punch, homie. He ruled from his goddamn mind and then he dictate. In the pimp game, they say pimping is a non-contact sport. When you start using your hands, you don't run out of pimping. Nigga, you want to be a boxer. You don't want to pimp no more. Yeah. So now, homie, the black boy is his mama now. That's why the murder rate is where it's at.
It's odd because for a second there, if you look at charts, the murder rate was starting to decline.
It was.
But then all of a sudden it picked back up.
Gangbanging came back. You know why gangbanging came back?
Why do you
Niggas who went to prison from the 90s, gangbanging, is back out now.
That's true.
At the parks, in the neighborhoods, and online. All the stories that we hearing now, homie, we didn't know these stories before now.
Yep.
So the seeds are being resown. I was just comparing how boys are similar to their mothers. That's why they're so violent. If you put a bunch of boys together, they're gonna fight, but they'll fight just horse playing. These are angry. They ain't just fighting because we want to fight, because to see who's brute stronger. We really trying to hurt one another because hurt people. Two boxers who fight each other, it's no anger in that ring. It's no hate. This is a sport. We just, I'm okay.
Yeah, but that's why they shake hands after.
Yeah, dude. That's why if one fall, you let him. So, but now, what we got now, homie, we wasn't hateful children. This group of is hateful on top of being angry. So, they'll overkill you.
I gotta ask you this, and this is off the cuff. When did you think it turned to just, there ain't no way I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna really kill you with a gun?
When mamas stopped getting grass stains in their pants as kids. Since a lot of came to school and their jeans had grass stains and holes in them because they was outside playing.
Yeah, I was
when little boys stopped getting cuts on their legs from going outside. When mama kept saying, boy, get from down there before you hurt yourself. And he couldn't climb a tree. Yeah. Hey, y'all sit down from up there, stop making all that noise. When the boy had to sit down, come in the house and play the game. He's in the house with mama now. He ain't outside now. And what mama got, she in her feelings. She in her feelings about something.
And what's funny is I saw a TikTok about this recently. As kids, we used to have to be outside. We couldn't be.
Get y'all out here and they lock the door. For one, you can't be around grown folk.
True, yep.
It was more exciting outside because there was nothing to do in the house. And we was more adventurous as children.
Play with all that.
We was encouraged to do that. They stopped encouraging boys. Mama started letting the boy sit right here till he was 5.
True. No,
she wouldn't make him go outside. She wouldn't make him, so he got to be up under his mama. So when he started to get big like you, who you think he acting like when he get mad? Mama hit when she get mad.
That's true.
So that's what you teach your children when you hit them. Because as black people, we think teaching our kids is the way the slave master taught the slave. You beat them. Come on, I'm beat your mother. And then they're going to justify it with a Bible scripture by saying, well, the Bible says if you spur a rod, you spoil the child. Yep. It does say that, but it means the rod of discipline. Discipline don't got nothing to do with beatings and lashing. Say, give me that phone. You'll go in there and write this. You're not going outside. When you get out of school, you got consequences, punishment.
Yeah, and that's an authoritative.
Yeah, and on top of that, only time I'm addressing you is when I'm whooping you. Mother, told you, goddamn it. And when I get through, I'm still demeaning you. And next time I'm gonna beat your mother, it is done. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you take on that because you have no other choice but to, because you have to mimic something. So most little boys are taught to sit down and they want to sit down and like mommy. That's why they sit at the door and watch mommy.
That's crazy, man. That's wild.
So the black woman keeps this little motherfucker up under him. By the time he come to us, him and mama kind of breaking up. He mad at mama, because mama probably got a boyfriend now. So now he got his own emotions that he's starting to develop away from mama. He got his own little things now. So don't let him be the kind of who mama was beating on him and hitting him across the head.
Yeah.
Don't let him had that tough gangster mama who punched him in the chest, and she got these thugs coming through the house, and he see his mama fight, and he see his mama get beat up, and he getting hit too. By the time he get to me, homie, I'm a good kid. I ain't never been beat. How I'm gonna beat him up if my mama or my daddy didn't put me in boxing? So that's what's happening, homie.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of little boys clicking up and grouping up together who are abused, angry, hateful, violent, and big. And then you got some other ones in that group. They just want to be a part of this.
Yep.
And they can't box. But they can get mad and follow the group. And that's what we got, homie. We got good kids mixed with bad kids.
And it's easy to mix in, man.
Yeah,
because I don't know what it is, especially when you're young.
And let me take that back. There's no such thing as a bad child. We got a lot of children that's dealing with traumatic life experiences, operating in pain and anger, and it's displaying in their actions and their behavior. So let me take that back. Ain't no bad kid. I don't shy away from no question.
Now, there's been a lot of things going on in social media lately. And one of the things that you might have caught on to, and I think I might have seen your live where you were talking about this, but Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy, it seemed like the beef had cooled off and that they weren't at each other's throats anymore, you know? It seemed like Lil Durk was trying to take the high road or whatnot. But then, as soon as they're both about to drop an album, NBA Youngboy and Lil Durk are back beefing, man. What do you think about that?
They playing on us. That's orchestrated by the that's orchestrated by them people, man. The record company does this. It makes for great album sales. It makes for great content for all the people who is tied into the industry. It makes for great airplay for the radios that spin it. So it makes great content for us. We even get paid off of it. So they just running a play. And only people think it's serious and dumb, I'm thinking serious and real, is the dumb-minded black people with the entertainment mind. They don't know these two motherfuckers is puppets playing them against us. Same with Biggie and Tupac, homie. The East Coast, West Coast that was manufactured and created by the industry in hip hop media.
Yeah, Vibe magazine got a lot of.
Come on, that was orchestrated for that, and look what it did.
Because they were essentially adding gas to the fire.
Yeah, so it's the same thing.
A lot of people got paid for that.
This is our new East Coast and West Coast again.
That's a good way of. I mean, that's a wild way of.
Except, it's like the police. The police know today's gangs, the Crips and the Bloods. It used to be Crips versus Bloods. Then it would start being Crip against Crip. Some point it started being Blood against Blood.
Yeah.
Now you got Bloods and Crips aligned together in Cali.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Unheard of to the world, but it's not to the gang world. So to the criminologists, homie, and the gang experts, today's youth have what they call hybrid gangs, cliques. That's why you hear them say gang. So in this group of OTF, you might got Crips, Bloods, so they're hybrids now.
Yeah, that's true.
So we still thinking East Coast, West Coast divided. Okay, now it's a hybrid now, and all the states are together.
Yeah.
And it's separated in these two major groups. And if you think these motherfucking record labels and his label and they label ain't pitting this so they can keep, if they making what they making, imagine what these unseen motherfuckers is making.
Good point. And you know who else made that comment? It was DJ Academics. He said he made the point that he believes that NBA YoungBoy kind of, because Lil Durk was chilling. He wasn't going to NBA YoungBoy. Kind of jump back into it, and it might be for album session.
It's not no might be. The type of interviews and even the transformation that I'm gonna say that both these kids done made over the last year or two, they don't want to do this, my nigga. They little proofs do. The little broke on there, they do, but they don't want to do this, my nigga. That's why he come out painting his fingernails. He come out saying, man, I was raised. No, homie, they trying to tell us when they really don't. Homie, they won't out, but they can't.
Yeah, it seems like a cycle of, it's almost, you know what I'm saying?
Me and Durk meeting with the mayor. He meeting with this. Homie, he trying to create scholarship program. Same with NBA YoungBoy. Homie, nigga raising babies. Homie, them niggas, homie, but because they have a job to do. That's what we keep forgetting. They got a job to do, nigga. And their job is to promote destruction and death to black youth.
Now,
that's their job. They get paid to do this. Like NBA, LeBron, they get paid to do this, my nigga. So if we ain't beefing, what y'all gonna start rapping about now? I need some goddamn beef, I'm gonna kill you, because the summer coming up, and come on now, this is a capitalist country.
No, yeah, I agree. No, I agree.
Yeah, and consumerism. Consumerism. We're consumers, my nigga. So they just feeding the consumer.
So your take is you feel like this is financially motivated.
I'm not saying I feel like it is. I'm saying I know it is.
Yeah. No.
It's no coincidence. This is not a coincidence. And album sales are coming out. They used to go to jail. Now they can't go to jail no more because the white folks will keep their ass. One of them used to shoot up a club or something. They can't do that no more because of the gun law. So what other way to increase these album sales and marketing? Neither one of them can meet up nowhere and create nothing. Create a situation. They groups, they little cliques ain't, you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what other way? Say this. We need those sales because you have to meet your quota.
Yeah.
We didn't give you all these goddamn million, nigga. I need you, man. You better go tell him you gonna kill his sister. So no. So now, at this point, the sky is green.
Hey, you mean green for money?
Yeah, shit, nigga, it ain't blue no more. Yeah, because in my mind, that's a computer screen. So what they tell us and what they show us, homie, in my mind, everything's a gimmick and a play now. Because it's too easy to persuade. The feeble minds who look down at the phones and entertain the entertainer's drama. We're not watching television anymore.
That's true. I can't tell you the last time I turned on the TV unless it's sports involved. Nobody
does. The analytical data says everybody's on social media platforms. So why not go sell records there and promote the beefs? They playing those.
I think he onto something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, just to switch topics really quick, man.
Can I add something right?
Go ahead.
The sad part about it is our youth take sides.
Yes, that's a big deal.
And they fight and kill behind their favorite rappers. They take on the beefs, and they become enemies of an NBA fan becomes an enemy of a Lil Durk fan.
I
did it.
I
picked Pac over Biggie.
Yeah.
When I heard Tupac say F Jay-Z, I ain't heard of Jay-Z. I said F Jay. So I never got into the East Coast music because of Tupac.
Wow.
It wasn't until I got grown, homie, that I started realizing, man, Jay-Z a bad motherfucker. That Jada Kiss a bad motherfucker. It was in a lot. You know what I'm saying, homie? It wasn't until I got grown. But when Pac, so because our minds aren't formed and children's mind and young people's minds are so young and impressionable, you can easily be oppressed upon them. And they believe what they see. So a kid that's watching television, they see somebody get killed, they say, Mom, is he dying for real? Because in their mind, that's real.
Yeah.
They can't not think it's not. Even if you say, no, that's just on television, their mind cannot process the fact that this ain't real. That's why scary movies horrify the shit out of a kid. Even though you saying it's on television, their mind cannot understand that.
And even adults sometimes, right? You see something on a movie or a TV show that hits you, you're like, and then you got to remind yourself, well, it ain't real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, for a child, I think that would be a little more difficult.
Yeah. And so on top of trauma, so that's just a kid living a normal life without abuse, without neglect, without being hungry, without violence, without drugs. If you had all that in top, homie, and nigga might not, that's why you're saying 40 is the new 30. No, that's childhood trauma, my 40 is 40.
Definitely. Now, I ask everybody this, and this kind of piggybacks off the point that you made about, Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy beefing for album sales, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that social media rewards people for negative behavior?
All day long, nigga. I went and shot myself in the club and went viral and made more money off interviews, lying and saying I didn't shoot myself. But I did that to go viral. I didn't know I was going to hit my leg, but yeah. Real, and I could be lying about this. No, I accidentally shot myself. No, I accidentally shot myself. But no, homie, I always said, and I say this jokingly, if I stop going viral, I know to go sit on the bridge at lunch hour, like I'm gonna jump and just dangle my feet, and somebody go call the police, the news go come out, and the police go come try to talk me down, and when they get up there, I'm saying, man, I'm just sitting up here thinking, man. And then next thing you know, they go say, man, the old viral sensation, Charleston White was trying to commit, and now I'm back in the lights again. Yeah. Goddamn, I'm back. I told y'all, I know what to do to get the light. So yeah. So because most people are chasing the light. I ain't chasing the light. I'm shining one.
I think you onto something definitely with that, man. Like, if you did something crazy right now, no matter how crazy it is, do you think you would be rewarded for it?
Not now.
Not now. Okay.
No. At this point, everybody, most are praying for the downfall because I appear to be arrogant and cocky with the persona. But they don't know I take care of the village. Yeah, they don't know. I'm more of a helper and a giver.
Now, there's definitely a certain element in hip hop that might be praying for your downfall. Boy, we gotta be honest here, man. You've got a lot of fans, and for some reason, that older black community, they support you a lot. You know what I'm saying?
The black woman is my backbone, but you won't see her on the internet. My analytical data goes from 13 to 65 plus. So that's why they age restrict a lot of my YouTube stuff. They even age restrict my Instagram page. So a lot of kids, if they click on mine, so when I be trying to get them to follow me, they won't let them follow me because I'm age restricted, right? Because of my analytics go from 13 to 65 plus. Not many people got a range like that, homie.
Yes, yeah. Most people, especially in the hip hop space, what is it like, the 25 to 34 or something?
Yeah.
Like that?
My biggest crowd is that 25 to 45.
Okay.
Up to 50. Those, they watch me the most during work hours. They let me know niggas ain't got jobs. These are the non-productives. That's why during the daytime, I'm back and forth with these. These are the niggas who ain't doing nothing. I already know this. The nigga at work, he got to do this. Put the phone down, let them playing it early, and drive them motherfucker up. Drive that truck. Hit that ring and it's playing on the speaker. The niggas that's writing comments, them the niggas with no jobs. no business, in their feelings, laying in somebody's bed while they at work. The niggas that's going live with me, them the unproductive. So this is when I started studying the data. When you come to my show, just as many women, that's my biggest fan base. But you know why you ain't gonna see them online? It's working out.
Yeah. And I think that's why
It's working out. They at work.
I think on different platforms, you get you have a following.
Well, because the woman is skilled with her hands, the black man ain't. So it's hard for the woman to engage on the phone all day if she's active and working, because she got to use her hand, because most women are skilled with their hands, typing, doing, they ain't skilled with their hands, so they can hold the phone all day long.
They've done studies about this, and it basically says that women are better at multitasking.
Well, women having to leave. She ain't got time to look at this and she barely paying her bill, and it ain't no man helping her. She got the kids to get, so she ain't got time. And she got texting about her with about her. She got the school calling. The boss fucking with her. The new bitch on the job they got. So she got all these elements, and she got to go home and feed and then fight her own. So she come home and maybe grab this going down. The boy and the black man is on this bitch all day throughout the day in this mother. Arguing and squabbling, sharing his opinion with people, and ain't getting no dollar. That's what made me figure out how to monetize, because I start assessing me, saying, you doing the same thing.
And I've seen you give this message before on your lives.
Yeah.
Tell people like, yo, you watching me, you could be actually making some money doing something, doing what I do. But let's be honest, not a lot of people have that, I don't know what to call it, man.
Do push-ups. Clean the bed, make the bed, wash the dishes, go clean the bathroom, get that pee from on side the toilet, do something other than typing on the internet, because they don't pay for comments. So if you got your time and your energy on top of your feelings, I hate you, bitch.
Yeah,
Homie, you losing in life. And boy, you my greatest customer. Yeah, I'm selling my entertainment to you, my nigga. I'm giving this to you for free. I got you hooked. Yeah, I'm giving away free dope with this. I'm giving away my best jokes online. And when I get on stage, I ain't got no joke to tell on stage. I told all the goddamn motherfuckers online.
I doubt that.
Well, I find a way to find my best.
Even on TikTok, I'll see like something that you said like maybe weeks ago that I didn't even put together or whatever. It'll be trending, man. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of likes, craziness, man. So yeah, it's gotta be an interesting situation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I want to segue into another question, if possible. You know what I mean? All right. I know that you have a great relationship with Say Cheese. I know that's your man or whatnot. Recently, he had a guest on there by the name of Big Folks.
Yeah.
And, he has some disparaging things to say about you and your partner, Newberry.
Yeah.
Did you have an opportunity to see his comments?
Yeah. I seen it. Yeah, I seen it.
What did you think about what he was saying?
He should have got that waistband surgery like Bandman Kevo. Yeah, he should have got. He should. He don't know me or do better. He a manager, ain't he? He's somebody's manager.
He's Bandman Kevo's.
Yeah, and nobody have never seen his face outside of Chicago before, because we didn't know who he was, did we?
I had seen him once on No Jumper, that time that Bandman Kevo
went to jail.
Was getting into it with the guy 15 shot him or something.
Oh, yeah. Nah, so he just trying to make a play. I get it. I done said some horrible things about daughters, dead brothers, and everything. So I can't be mad at that big fella because he picking at the goat. This how he is now. I'm the big dog down, man. And had to scam and dodge bullets and do all kind of shit to get in front of this camera. And I just can't bullshit playing, man. So I get it, but he should have got that and he kept calling. He give me a new name. I like that name.
What? Oh, you talking about, yeah, I'm not.
No. He called it what, cock ring Charlie. Ain't that what the boy said?
Yes, that's what he said.
You know why he called me that? He saw it. I sent it to him. I sent it to Bandman Kevo.
Whoa, so you sent him?
I sent my man log to him. A well-hung log. Primed up, it was oily, and it was a 15-second video of me shaking that motherfucker. Boy, say, man, I ain't bullshit. Railed back on him and dangled it. My best motherfucking video. And I got the yeah, no shirt on. You hear me while I'm doing it. So I normally I send that to my fans, my lady fan. I'm talking about best goddamn video in the world dangling that motherfucker. You hear me? I sent it to Kevo. I sent him four of them videos. Cause I wake up one morning and look at my messages about 9 o'clock. I see this nigga send me a message at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Lifting some shit. One got big muscle. Sent another video with his shirt off with that styrofoam belly. He got that trying to show me that styrofoam belly like he is. Nigga, that's somebody else's belly, them people don't belly. So listen, right? So I'm saying, okay, but maybe little muscle man got a little strength in it. Maybe he can lift some shit. Oh, he trying to flex on me. Like when he pulled $500,000 out on the TV. Well, I can't flex no other kind of way. But boy, I got a muscle I can put out, and I'm showing out with this muscle here, boy. Yeah, I can stand with the biggest niggas or the biggest nigga with. So I put that torpedo on him. Yeah, you want to see a muscle? Yeah, you showing me your muscle? You don't get to pick which muscles I want to show. What's wrong with you? So I sent it to him, and guess what he did? Boy, he went to typing to that dick. Say, man, he supposed to do this. Oh, man, they'll send me a picture of his. He supposed to do something like that. That said, oh, this is as hell. So, and I said, man, he done put the dick at the forefront of the brain, because he can't, once you see a nigga, you can't get it out your mind. Just like you walking in the bath. Oh, where we got it out there, man, they go, say, man, what you fucked up for the day. You grab because you ain't supposed to that type of shit. Yeah. So I know how to do that to that nigga. I'm gonna block a nigga. I'm gonna say this. Listen, homie, we cool now. You know, no problem. Whatever you done to me, you could owe me money and do that and say, homie, you ain't got to pay me no more. You keep that money. So the nigga kept typing back to me. Then started watching me on the live. So I said, man, that boy like that. So when I see big fella on there calling me cock ring Charlie, I'm saying, boy, they done get that nigga a name too. So in my mind, this how this went. I send that to Kevo, and Kevo said, oh man, this nigga sent me a. And he come out the back room and said, what? Let me see. I know that they sent it to you. Let me see. Oh, he did send it. Boy, and he got a ring on. Well, because the picture had, it was good lighting. It was good lighting in that motherfucker. Listen, you got a good look. I had just trimmed, you know, I just shaved, you manicured him. And the boys, hey, listen, and he was just looking at them circumcised cuts. You know, that circumcised, the discoloration that the circumcision does to the wood. That's all it was.
So you sent him that, and he actually responded?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what I said.
Nah, I would probably turn off my phone for the rest of the day.
So now here come big fella. Big fella come give him a name. I've been calling him Torpedo. Now he Wayne Charlie. So man, I think I think them boys digmatized. I think them boys digmatized in some kind of way. They trying to get Keisha up out of them. They trying to release Keisha. Cause I don't know why would that boy call me. Then he used it 20-some times. He kept saying it. He kept.
He was harping on that point. Man. Where you can almost not listen. Like,
oh man, come on, man, leave that torpedo. He kept saying. I said, oh man, that boy done got stuck on that. He had to show it to him.
But why is he going at y'all so hard, man?
I don't know.
Where did that come from? Like,
I don't know. He and Dewberry inbox every day.
Really?
Man, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with them boy.
And I've seen Dewberry now, you know what I'm saying? And the way he talked about him, I was expecting, just the monstrous dude, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, it's just not that kind of situation.
Dewberry don't go back and forth with people on the internet, homie. His channel ain't nothing. Ever since I said Bandman Kevo was bad built, and he should have got the BBL, homie. He should have got all that fat instead of carved up into his stomach. Pump him a 14-inch. Boy, you don't even need a Bentley, man. Please, somebody, man, you do all kind of things with that. Yeah, man, that nigga that went and got a carved up Bentley with white man tattooed all over his body. If there's any kind of racial problems in heaven, he going to hell.
Now, what's crazy is he's received a lot of backlash. Do you think because of the whole, I guess it's called a male BBL or something of that nature, Do you think this is just him lashing back out because of all the people who have talked about him because of that?
I talked about it. I'm the reason he got the BBL. He went and got that ass pumped out his belly and got it put in his thighs. It's like he got that put in his thighs. And on top of it, he like he got that. The boy just looked like they just packed him together.
Like an action figure.
Just like they just packed him together like Play-Doh. And he don't look strong. He don't look like he's strong. No, he don't. He walked too light. And so I've been insulting a nigga for a while. He tried to play like he didn't know me. He didn't know my name, this Charles. So that knew who I was. But the reason they going so hard is I'm the nigga to beat right now.
I mean, yeah.
I'm the nigga to beat right now. They can't out-talk me, so they try to put the money out there. Big fella, he just happy to be in front of the camera. Motherfucker talking to him. Yeah. Big fella just happy to be in front of a motherfucking camera. And then he talking about the type of food we eat down south, right? He referenced Juicy Soul Food Cafe.
Yeah, he said that.
Thanks for mentioning Juicy. That's a hell of a motherfucking promotion for mentioning Juicy Soul Food Cafe.
Yeah.
He talking like he built like Bandman Kevo. Oh, he talking like they eating healthy. Well, if they was eating healthy, why did he have to get the BBL? If he was eating healthy.
No, that's a very good point.
And he don't got no workout video.
Yeah.
How is he maintaining them muscles? That is styrofoam and silicone. he the human Ken doll.
It's a weird time, man.
Homie, this say listen, homie, grandmama and mama, and I know they ain't lying. They said that Satan, Lucifer, the devil, is the master of deception. What's more deceptive than a nigga that look like this BBL Kevo and he was looking like 2 years ago Amari BBL Kevo? He's being deceptive. He don't really look like that. He's a funny looking, bad built motherfucker without them muscle. He ain't never had them muscle. And he ain't giving us no workout video. So here come big fella, the manager. He just happy to be seen, that's all. Yeah, I'm always happy to be seen.
Because he was playing in the background, man, for a long time there. And now I see he's kind of doing his media.
Well, this what, homie. They hate I done talked my way to the top. You see, he was lashing out at Say Cheese TV because Say Cheese TV said I'm a boss and I done put everybody around me on. Everybody around me, homie, making money.
Hey, your boy, he had your back, man. Say Cheese, he had your back. He was like, nah, man, I'm going to stand on that. We're going to have to disagree. But
oh, well, because Say Cheese TV live here. Big fella from Chicago, he don't live here. You ain't heard nobody from Dallas, Fort Worth make that, and all of the major blogs are from there. All of the major blogs are in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Yeah, because it's in the Shade Room.
Diamond Stone, yeah. All that real tune, all that real life streets, all that's there, homie.
That's crazy.
All that's there. Dallas Global. Oh, you don't never see nobody come say, nah, homie, he ain't that. Ain't nobody disputed nothing I've said where I live.
Yeah, no, that's honest.
Yeah.
I have yet to see anybody from your hometown come out and say anything disparaging. And even the time where you and OG Percy were having your little whatever, you guys ended up taking a picture together, and I guess that was it.
He wanted to take a mother picture. I go on his block every day. That Lil John block he claimed me from, I'm on that block every day. He ain't. Wasn't no tripping on that block when he talking about what he talking about. I go to one house, he go to the other house. Right directly across the street from each other. I pull up, he pull up. Yeah, I see you. Don't run now. I turn around and say, I keep a goddamn gun on me. I ain't running from a motherfucking thing. Come on in here and come holler at me. He coming there and pull out a motherfucking 2-shooter gun. I said, no, that ain't big enough.
Yeah.
So he, you know, we gotta get a picture. Yeah, I put the nigga on the phone who house we was in. No. So this is what I want to show people. All these I done disrespected. When they see me, homie, they really just want to, they come on, homie, they ain't in they, yeah. Because they really enjoy the attention that the disrespect got them.
That's true, man. I think, man.
God damn it, they really enjoy the attention that the disrespect got them. So when they see me, come on, homie.
It gets their name viral, too.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Especially Soulja Boy, man. That was probably one of the most memorable moments. You know, I know it was some time ago, but.
So after we took the picture, this is what I told him. Yeah, I hope you listening. If you getting anything less than $5,000 for an interview, you playing yourself. Your name just as big as mine. And he says, I must be getting played. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. As many times as...
But what he did say, he said, I'm catching it off the backboard and dunking it. he appreciate these alley hoops. Because if I didn't say his name, he'll fizz away. Because you can only keep telling prison stories for so long when you ain't spent 20 years in there.
That's true. No, that's true.
He ain't spent no 10 years nowhere locked up. He don't can tell so many stories so long on this one unit, this second state jail. You know, you can only walk to the park so many times. So if I don't say his name and give him some topics, what he gonna talk about? He gonna go to lie like he been doing. And them lies is starting to shade because Kryptonite and them is coming out and saying, come on now, person, when you got the Ferguson, we had already been there 10 years kicking up dust. We were ready to go home when you got there. I ain't know you can't get no keys to no nigga when you got a bunch of goddamn fools over there. And they was the fuck-ups of the young prison system. You come over there in your 30s. They got there when they was in their teens. It's a difference going to prison when you're 33 compared to you 16, 15, 17, 18, 19. Big difference. And when you get there at 33, when you get there in your 50s and 40s, all these in their late 30s.
And it seems a little weird like that, because when you see the headlines sometimes when people are getting shot or things are going down or whatever in the street, right? There's those age disparities. I mean, that disparity, excuse me, where somebody would be like 40-something years old and then the other people that they're riding on or whatever were like 18, 19, 20. Yeah. I mean, that's
them the like Percy that's still representing. Them the who gang banged when they was teens and they all starting to come home now from the 90 killers. Mm-hmm. The I told the Marvins and the Melvin Farmer, them in their 60s and 70s still pushing it. I ain't no disrespecting Crip, cousin, and that. They still pushing it in 50s. Come on, homie. And you got a 40-year-old nigga solid. I'm really 30. 40 is the new 30. You got the 30-year-old out and 30 is the new 20. So they 20-year-old. They hang with 20-year-old. They listen to 20-year-old rappers. They do what the 20-year-olds do. Sometimes I get caught up in it.
I think we all get caught up in the...
You're goddamn right.
Now, you talked about the fact that about people coming home from jail.
Yeah.
Recently, we had Crip come home from prison. Yeah. I guess he went to jail, then he went to prison.
Yeah.
And I mean, pretty much everybody on the West Coast, as far as like No Jumper and them, pretty much celebrating him coming home. Yeah. You had a very emotional take on the situation that he had some time ago.
When they DP had they jumped on the kid. You don't do mental health people like that.
Yes.
I see the foolishness in his loyalty, and the loyalty comes from a neglected child that was abandoned or rejected and felt unloved, and to go to any lengths to be accepted by this group. I was that same kid. But it never got that serious, homie, where I never made it to the level where we were really hurting each other. Yeah, we wasn't stabbing, we wasn't maiming. And then when we ended up on dorms together, we actually became friends with who we considered our rivals. So I never developed a hate in the heart. I wanted it. Yeah, I wanted it. I wanted to come home and hate him blood enough to shoot his mama house up and hit his little brother while he sleep and say, "F that slob, baby." I wanted to have that hate in my heart, homie, but I could never develop it. So it was easy for me to quit.
That's a good thing, right? I mean, everybody should be able to transition into another stage of life.
I learned it in the boys' home. I ain't no gang banging before that. I learned it in the boys' home, and that's where I left it.
Makes sense. But with Crip back, you see he came back.
He came out throwing up the big C.
Doing dance, looked like he lost a lot of weight.
He still, that mean most go to prison and gain weight because they eat good, starchy food, commissary. And money wasn't coming. So all the people that were celebrating, I bet they can't show no receipts on put money on his books. So don't celebrate me, motherfucker. He ain't even got his platform no more, I don't think. They should have been running his channels, homie. They should have been doing what I told them. Man, why they don't have no motherfucking 5'5" Crip bobbleheads? Some motherfucking me t-shirts.
That's catchy. That would work.
Say,
If I had a Crip back home.
Yeah. So, nah, homie, they drinking 40 ounces, my old English and 211 still. How far you think he going in life? He come out of jail, turning it up on the camera, drinking that.
Yeah, I saw
Shit, nigga,
in his hand. I was like,
the definition of insanity is an individual who keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. Them niggas is insane up there with that bullshit, homie. They can't see no way out. Them niggas is living hell on earth, and they gonna live in hell after earth.
damn. And man, hopefully he doesn't get caught back.
You guys lying to me. I hope he do. I hope his motherfucker get caught, have to get another gun. Yeah, I hope he have to get another gun. I think he fare much better in prison.
I think
he do society injustice being out here with Hoover Killer on his head, promoting and representing everything on hood, on neighborhood, on in hood, on. Come on, homie. That's that young and impressionable mind.
I think what I expected was pretty much the same, man. Like he came back on the same type of time that he was on when he went in, but you know, expecting growth, especially how old is Crip back? Like he's like in his 20s still, I think.
Yeah, probably 12.
So I don't know, man. Hopefully, I
just think he. So I have a lot of. I feel sorry for the fella. Yeah, I feel sorry for him for real. I f with him a lot. That's kind of like my way to show I like it. I made a video about it. About him being out of jail and he ain't got no goddamn money.
Yeah, I think, man, in the position that he's in, like coming out of jail, I've seen people do different things where they, you know, immediately went to get in the bag. You know,
he could, but ain't nobody gonna give him no $5,000 and he pull up with the old English. Yeah, no. They probably get. I think last time I seen him, homie, he was taking $500 for interview, $250 to get on song.
I heard him say that on an interview once.
Yeah. I shedded a tear for him. Yeah, they stick it raw in his.
Because, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, no, man. But that's what we dealing with as black people. Substance abuse problems and mental health issues combined and conjoined.
I think that can plague any community, but for some reason it hits ours the hardest.
Well, you're right, but the music highlights ours. The violence highlights ours. They beating and fucking on each other in silence. In silence, so they getting probation is not making the news.
Yeah.
What leads to numbers and then they shooting up the so they doing it in other ways, and it's not so consistent as ours.
Why do you think it sounds glamorous on a rap album? I'm on a rap song. I mean, I hate
that goddamn beat.
Yeah.
Boy, that motherfucking beat. Baby mama ain't shit. She don't let me see my son.
Yeah.
Man, just think about that. Baby mama ain't shit. Man, think about what a family. They might dance to it because the beat's so hard. And then it get to a point that said, I gave a bitch I took her back to the spot. She didn't even understand me. When I told her, what? What? Say, it was 9 months went by. This is my favorite motherfucking song before I realized what that said. That motherfucking beat is captivating.
It does, man. Because I'll talk about a rapper and be like, man, this guy is messing up, or he did this or did that, right? But man, the music, man, I still rock with it, man. I don't know if that's being hypocritical or what. You know?
Music is the greatest influence next to water. It's the greatest power next to water. You know how forceful water is? Once that motherfucker come rushing, it'll destroy Earth.
Yeah, can destroy
Earth. Rap has that power. Russia has it banned. You can't play it over there because he said it will destroy. And what is it doing? It got a 50-year resume of destruction. It ain't produced no scholars.
Nah.
Don't give me no Jay-Z. Don't give me no.
I can't think of a scholar that came from hip hop. You know?
Don't give me no. Our babies can't see. Ali let the people see him. James Brown let the people see him. When it was a ride, James Brown gave a free concert. Hey, I go out there and talk to them niggas. Nah, homie. Our entertainers and leaders used to do that. Ali used to walk his kids to school. Our babies can't see these. Out of sight, out of mind.
That's true, man, because Jay-Z and Nas,
we don't see no bankers. We don't see no astronauts. We don't see no black doctors. We don't see no Wall Street investors. We don't even see warehouse supervisors. Our babies don't.
Do you think that's by design?
No, it ain't by design. Hell no, it ain't by design. My mama actively went out and tried to find men for us to connect with.
Okay.
So it's up to the mother. Not only is it up to the mother, it's up to the community. It's up to the niggas talk about, I come from this, I come from that, to go back and just walk through where you came from. Let somebody see you. They got career days at school. The black football players that join these mother football team the black kids in Fort Worth ain't never seen the Dallas Cowboys.
Really?
The Dallas Cowboys ain't never been to a motherfucking school in Fort Worth where black kids can be.
That's wild. You would think they would do something.
When the celebrities come to the city, they used to stop at the community centers, go by the school. They don't do none of that, homie. The rappers, none of them, homie. None. They come through, get the money, gone, and don't never give nothing back to the community. They only do nothing with the kids. The radio stations don't do that, homie. For us, the white kids get it.
And I noticed that change, man. I remember when rappers used to come through your town, like say it was even a New York act, like Cameron and Dipset.
Yeah.
They would always stop by and do something some sort of community activity before doing the concert.
Now you asked me a question earlier. You said, well, what's been sustaining me doing that?
Yeah, community activism.
I do it online too. So when I travel around the country, homie, I go make sure I'm at a community center. I go do something with some kids. I'm gonna give some of my booking fee away. Every city I go to, I'm gonna give some of my booking, my back-end money away. So this is what I want to show people. I the white man, stood over white man and watched him die. I served time for that. First thing the black people said, you ain't never killed nobody. Your co-defendant was the killer. Okay. White. Oh, he'll right. He'll right. So I'm saying, well, hold on. Y'all saying the killer though. No, you ain't no killer. You admit. I also admit to killing. And I served time for killing the white man. First degree murder, charged with capital murder. That's documented. This other shit is made up by me. So they taking what I'm saying, not what nobody else is saying. So I wanted to say that, okay, y'all, that's good. I'm glad y'all did that. Y'all defend Kobe Bryant. He's accused of paid off. Mike Tyson went to jail for y'all love him. Tupac went to jail for y'all love him. Me, by the way. Lawrence Taylor, Russ, I can go on and on and on and on and on. They have victims. T.I. have over 24 women who have accused. It's documented with police report. There's none with me. So I wanted to show people how hypocritical they are, because this is the generation of black people that our grandmothers warned us about, that these are the people that won't have God. This is the generation of black people that don't know Allah, no God, and they'll rule by their flesh, by what they feel. So this is the generation who worship the devil. Well, what do you mean by that? They worship idols. They're idol worshipers.
Okay.
Jay-Z, Beyonce. So they have the spirit of these entertainers, because the entertainers have always been Satan's power and tool. That's what he was when he left heaven, huh? Over music. He was an angel over music. And he was draped in, if you know the story, he was draped in diamond. Looked just like the rapper. That's what Lucifer looked like before he was kicked out of heaven. He was so powerful, he took over a third of the angels with him to go against God. And they hear, why you think music make you feel how you feel, nigga? Why you think even in the church, they say if you want to activate God, start singing and praying and worshiping, it's no different.
Music is definitely
you activate that shit, nigga. That's why niggas say, put this on, homie. Nigga, we had drive-by music. We got pimping music. We got freaking music. We got making love music. We got killing music. That's the spirit to move the soul, your mind, your will, and your emotions. So I get it, I understand. So it looked like I'm attacking a rapper. I'm attacking the rapper because he's not a person. That's a character. I attack the character to expose the culture. We don't know nothing about the man.
No, and I've heard you made that point several times, and I get it. I just don't think some people do.
Listen, homie, they going to hell. They ain't go get it. Goodness calls on you. You can't become good. It has to already be there. If you know God, God knows you before you know him. That's how you come to him. It's some people don't know him, ain't gonna know him, homie. That's why they'll kick you when you're on the ground, homie. And now, homie, this is the group of black people, homie, that's gonna perish on earth and won't get to make it to the ancestors because what's in their hearts. This is the feel-good group. This ain't the do-right people. Our ancestors done right, even though they felt horrible in those conditions. They did right, even though they felt horrible in those conditions. We got better conditions, but we don't do right.
And I'd have to agree with that, man. Because in modern times, let's face it, we do have it nicer. Like,
we deserve slavery. They deserve freedom. Our ancestors deserve what we got because we're squandering off what they had to go through to get us here. We think education don't mean nothing because it's so easily accessible. We think family don't mean good because we're so selfish. Nigga, them people had one another. That's all they had. And they made it. And they got us up. And we saying, man, them, all black town, going to the family reunion. Man, nigga, my name Leroy Curtis. My name is Shala Mara. And now you cursing your legacy, nigga. Your daddy was a white. Nigga, your granddaddy was a white. Some proud whites, nigga, on land. And, well, come on, my nigga. Why would you change your name to Akbar Mahin, nigga? The Kennedys, the proud Kennedys, were Bushes, the DuPonts, the Hiltons. Them names mean something. That's why daddy think, what I'm gonna name this boy? You go, come on now.
Nah, you make a good point. Now, it's been a while since there were family reunions on a large scale throughout the black community.
Say, homie, it's been a while since there been a soul food dinner. Mama got all her kids coming over here to eat at one table. Whether we getting along or not, you coming here. It's been a long time since black people sat down as a family and broke bread. That's why we don't get bread and break bread together, because we don't sit down and say, hey, man, pass me the mashed potato. So, oh, mama, let me see the macaroni. And we're passing food around the table.
I think that could end a lot of this stuff that's going on.
It will.
Because recently I was talking to another guy. He's coming up. His name is TTE Nadi. And I was gonna ask, had you seen him or heard about him? Or
yeah, I keep hearing him say my name on the internet. He keep talking about it. Yeah, he keep making videos. I just ignore him, man. He trying too hard. He trying too hard to get my attention.
You think so?
I know so.
Talking to him.
Well, because it's been years now. So several of these guys, they keep saying my name, but their channel's not growing. They don't have no substance. They speak as if they know me. They speak as if they know somebody who know me. You see what I'm saying? So I be looking at saying, man, I only get 2 minutes. When I read the title, and listen for a minute or two, I said, come on, homie, just trying to get my attention. I understand. I go look at their channels and I see how long they've been doing this. I lose a channel every year and then bypass the 4 times.
Yeah.
I lose hundreds of thousands. I'm supposed to be at 5 to 9 million by now, if not.
I think so.
Yeah.
You would be up there with those.
If they just would have left me alone these 5 years I've been doing this and not delete no page, I'd be superstar status.
Yeah.
But I didn't come to be that. I just come to get the money, and I'm getting the money.
Yeah, and I wanted to say, it doesn't that say a lot about having a hardcore fan base to where, you can even lose your platform and you're still getting the bag. You know what I'm saying? It's still going to happen for you. You know what I mean?
I come to represent for us, by us, with us, of us, or against us. But it's for us.
Okay.
Yeah, even if I got to be against us, it's for us.
Now, something else I wanted to ask you about, which was another viral moment that you had on social media That was hilarious, man. Gideon, he's one of those guys with a big platform. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. I had no idea who he was. I really thought he was a motherfucker from Alaska.
really?
I ain't know, homie, I don't know who he is, homie. I thought he was, if you look at my responses, I'm really thinking he from Alaska, just really putting on, but from Alaska, trying to represent. That's why I was trying to think of some of the most horrific and horrible things to say about an Alaskan.
At a certain point, did you know that he was trolling? You could tell he was trolling?
Well, I saw he was a good kid by his mannerisms. So I get enough threats from enough wannabe gangsters, real gangsters, old gangsters to know, to decipher. I knew it was good content because I saw the numbers jump up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the numbers jump up. So I had no idea who he was till he reached out to me.
Okay, so afterwards, did you guys talk?
Yeah, we talked several times.
Okay.
But yeah, I wouldn't have nothing to do with that motherfucker. Yeah, I hate a cheap motherfucker. Yeah, he tried to pay me to come to Houston to come do a motherfucking me at his house, an interview at his house for $2,500, and I come to Houston. Nigga, I get paid $5,000. I stream y'all for $2,500. But he think he got the bigger platform. So this is what happened, homie. A lot of these big platforms think, since they got big platform and you coming on my platform, that's your pay. And I should be happy to benefit because I want to get a lot of exposure. Man, that exposure. Nigga, give me some money.
Exactly.
You ain't got no exposure that's gonna get me a movie deal. You ain't got no exposure. Your exposure might give me 3,000 followers. So what? Nigga, give me some goddamn money. So if you offer me, I'm selling out comedy shows. Why the f would I go to a guy for $2,500? But he's a young guy. He's a young kid.
Very young, yeah.
Very young. So then he come back with a counter. He'll pay me $4,000. Man, my minimum was $5,000. He'll pay me $4,000 to come to his house to come do a interview with 8 hoes and somebody for 4 hours.
That's crazy. I mean, still, but to be honest, to regular people listening to this, like people go to work every day, $1,000 an hour ain't too bad. You know what I'm saying? For them, I know you're a star, you got your thing going on, but I'm pretty sure you were like, turn that down fast.
I cussed him out. Nigga, that's an insult to me, man. You want me to drive to Houston? You want me to drive to Houston? Come spend 4 hours on your platform. Your platform is so humongous and big, you're gonna make 100,000. I know this because we're both do this job together. Why you want to do me like this, my nigga? But this is how black people do one another.
Well, I think it's not just black folks, right? Because
no,
try that, right?
No, hell no, man, Mo been paying me good, homie.
I bet.
Yeah, because good business is I'm investing in my platform by paying you to bring you here because I know you gonna bring me the numbers. So and then I know what the numbers could do. So I'm saying, come on, if you got 9 million, 1 million, it's just like this is what I noticed, fam.
Right.
The platforms that don't want to pay you, that think that their payment is because you're being exposed, homie, most people don't really benefit from them. Most people been on Vlad, homie, ain't been able to do what I did, to start selling their own shirts and t-shirts, getting booked for shows. Most people who go be on these platforms, homie, say CCV done interviewed a lot of these niggas. Oh, they ain't been able to do this. A lot of these niggas have been interviewed on all these platforms and they can't get a show. They can't get a podcast. They're not streaming on Spotify. They don't have a thing. I got all that, homie. I got 2 albums. I done been in movies. I got a fight come. I got all these that they offer real celebrities almost 2 years. I've been doing it for 5, but it took off so quickly 2 years ago, homie, and it ain't stopped. So, man,
it seems like Gideon, we might not see you on.
You won't ever see me on there, because I got a brand that's highly respected. And you a young motherfucker disrespecting the brand, homie. So, wait, we just stay where you at. Homie, you want me to give you 4 hours of my time in your household with 8 other people on your YouTube channel. I know what YouTube pay, my $5,000 is a deal compared to what you gonna make. DJ U paid me $15,000 for an interview, and within 60 days, he was back for another one, paying again. I cut him a deal this time.
And his platform definitely been
Ugly Money TV.
like out of nowhere.
Ugly Money TV. Boss talk. I can go on and on, homie.
Yeah.
Nigga, once you put me on, everybody have. So, come on, homie, chill. I'm gonna get you what you're trying to get.
Now, recently, you were on live, and while you were on live, you addressed your situation with Finesse2tymes and his son King.
Yeah.
And it sounded like it was reported that you had called CPS.
It ain't reported. I did it live on television. I called live on television. And the reason I did it, because that kid was threatening me, the grown people in the room. And what we're seeing right now in America is we're seeing some of the youngest killers that we've ever seen in the black community coming from this culture. If anybody did, so I listened to the threats from the kid. Then I listened to the adults who stood beside him and encouraged it and sought it out, and thought that they was operating in the form of committing a crime, using that kid to conspiracy to commit murder. So I called to rescue that kid, because they're not gonna do it. They'll probably have that kid do it.
Now, did they follow up and actually visit the home and things like that?
They don't tell me that. Oh, but yeah, they followed up.
She asked you for your name if you wanted to be anonymous or not.
No. She asked, before she can even ask me to be anonymous, I said, no, ma'am, I do not want to be anonymous. My name is Charleston White. I want to be an identified tattletale. Yeah. No, I ain't no coward. No, I ain't no coward. I ain't no snitching secret. Nah, I tell you, I told them white folks on you, nigga, f you talking about. And I did it proudly. My mother was a foster parent and worked for CPS for a long time, over 30 years. So I watched hundreds of kids come out my mother's home that had been dealing with all type of trauma. So, nigga, I know what to look for.
So do you think him being in that environment is trauma?
Yeah, very much so. If a kid sees as trauma, even though it's exciting him, it's still traumatic. Even though he's turned on at 10 years old and he see, that's still traumatic to his brain.
Yeah, because the brain isn't developed.
Come on now. Yeah. So to hear the lyrics that he hear, come on now, that's traumatic. And for him to regurgitate it in the level and in the tone that he did it, homie, that was a demon. That wasn't a kid show. No, you laughing.
A demon?
Because they attack children too. Children are possessed. You saw the movie. Homie, the spirit kids ain't off limit. Kids ain't off limit. There's some spirits and some kids end up killing their mama and their daddy, killing their little sisters.
No.
It's a little boy, homie, that killed his mama because she wouldn't let him play the game. He was like 9 or 10. That's a spirit in that kid. So as a man who worked with children, I'm considered a child expert, homie. I train government agencies who work with kids, juvenile facilities. This is documentation. Y'all playing. I'm watching this kid and I'm listening on my mama. So I'm saying that kid is having or will have. If you put that 10-year-old around another 9 or 8-year-old little girl, he goes touch they because he's gonna mimic all of these things he's been around. Children mimic what they see and repeat what they hear. And she was just mimicking and repeating. So it ain't the kid, it's the environment. So I'm saying, if I don't have a structured home life for a kid, why would I take him in?
And I think, man, like they were...
He in the club at night. I ain't gonna wake up in the morning and go to school. We're gonna get him up at 12 to go, we're gonna let him sleep. Me and that kid house secondhand weed smoke. Cause there's people riding the car with me sometime who don't smoke weed. Feel like this kid how nigga secondhand smoke cause cancer. And he packed in the house with it. And you think that secondhand in the room with all them and he in the living room trying to go to sleep? Nigga, please, he in his mind.
Hopefully that ain't going on.
Man, I was at 10, my nigga. I was a managed little boy at 10, 11 years old. Nigga, I had a rock hard at 10. Nigga pressing up against a grown woman's back, sleep.
Stop, man.
Babysitter. I was managed. You wasn't managed at 10?
I think everybody was to a degree, but...
Nigga, I was trying to sleep at 10. No, I had uncles like Finesse. I had an uncle who was a pimp, homie.
Like Finesse2tymes kind of this.
My Uncle Wayne was a real motherfucking pimp, homie. I was with him and his house just like this little boy. Nigga, I know what I'm looking at. A little Charleston White. I talk like that when my mama and them wasn't around because my uncle and them were like this. I was everybody's little favorite, just like that, homie.
So that's how you feel like you could spot where there's something going on where you take that?
I was a delinquent kid. Don't a football player know what to see in another football player? You see a kid, man, that kid gonna be good in sport. Yeah. So it's the same thing. I was a delinquent kid, homie. I went to juvenile for a murder case at 14. Nigga, I just got off attempted murder trying to run some over. I had just got put on a year of probation for shooting at a white man for calling me a all this is in a matter of 3 months.
Yeah, dang. Yeah. And it seems when, especially for young boys, when they're at their wildest, trying to tell them to, you know.
Homie, and I wasn't a bad kid. I just wanted to fit in with the culture. Mm-hmm. I tried to ride skateboards, but niggas wasn't riding skateboards.
At a point, everybody tried riding skateboards.
Nah, I really wanted to be a skater, nigga. I could do all that shit. Because I didn't grow up in the hood, nigga. I lived in the suburbs. And white kids with skateboard, throwing it hard to the side. Yeah. But when I go to the hood with my skateboard, they ain't skateboarding over here.
Yeah, true.
You see what I'm saying? The culture, homie. I'm a product of the culture, and the culture is ruining good kids, good homes, and good families, and good communities. Our culture is, homie. We're not bad people. Our culture is producing bad people. Nigga, we ain't violent. Nigga, we ain't hateful because we would have been got back at white people.
That's a very good point, man.
We would have been got back at white people. Would be mad if we play like we mad at them.
Definitely forgiven. Definitely forgiven. Now, I want to ask you something else. I want to segue to some other topic, which is kind of off center. So I want to ask you about this whole situation with QC
Yeah.
Now, QC Records, one of the most famous record labels right now, or hottest record labels, I should say. The CEO, P, who recently sold the company for a huge bag. I can't remember the amount.
Yeah, Taylor Swift partner.
Scooter Braun.
Yeah. And most motherfuckers don't know, Scooter come up with them.
Yes, he did.
Scooter started with Lil Jon and worked for Jermaine. Yeah. Scooter, yeah. What's up, Scooter?
You were definitely a student of what's going on out there.
See, he took the goodness of the culture and went over there with Taylor Swift and them, and look what he did. He got some of the biggest names ever in music.
And he owns their catalogs.
Justin Bieber, but he learned from us over here with the niggas in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Come on, homie. So, nigga, why we taking all the bullshit? Why we ain't taking that part of the culture? Why we taking nothing but the destructive, the dope dealing, the pimping, the fucking, nigga, we ain't taking nothing else. The nigga rap used to make queens. Now they make hoes.
There's definitely a shift in how people are addressed. I'll agree with that. But back to the situation that's going down. So in 1090 Jake, I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yeah, I know that white boy.
Yeah, he did.
He's the mediator of all nigga business.
Yeah, he did a video where he exposed some paperwork. And a lot of people are talking about the fact that, does this even matter? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it matters. Don't try to move the goalpost now.
Okay.
Don't try to move it because one of y'all favorites got some paperwork. They called me a snitch. And it ain't no paperwork on me. Because if it was, 1090 Jake would have been produced. Well, I done talked about him. So yeah, don't try to act like, because y'all with QC and I with him.
I like that music. Yeah.
But nigga, if that paperwork say what it say, it is what it is.
And 1090 Jake wasn't backing down on that point.
Say, man, y'all been supporting 1090 Jake up and full. Well, he ain't been lying yet. Now y'all been saying. Y'all believe every other paperwork he showed, why this one wrong? I'm still waiting on mine.
And it seemed like Wack 100 was probably the biggest person to jump out and defend QC.
Well, Wack 100 also defends and denies that the game been accused of, and also lost his music rights in a court case.
Yes.
Whether he didn't show up or not, you ain't finna accuse me of this shit. Now I ain't finna show up and come defend myself.
And you're exactly right. The game lost all of that. According to the reports, because of a default judgment.
Didn't go. He just didn't go.
Yes, correct.
He didn't even respond, didn't go. Why would you lose your music royalties, homie?
Maybe he thought because
You know why? Because if you go, it opens up like they did Bill with that deposition. They get to ask you, homie, when you go. That's how they got Bill. And none of what Bill had admitted to was supposed to come back and be used against him.
it was previously closed.
Come on now.
Yep.
But nigga, once this person go on to do something, I can pull it back, I can do it. I'm in charge now. And that's what happened. That DA got in charge. So, come on, homie. So, but Wack defends that. Knowing this nigga been accused of it. It's documented. But they'll swap him down. I done raped somebody. Homie, if I done raped anybody, and they only going off this because I said I done it as a kid. And then when I break it down, I said, man, we were running trains. And when you look at a nigga, trains is running, and that's part of the culture. Nigga, we was taught that. So nigga, I take them back to, nigga, I was an 11-year-old kid and listening to, hey, we want some, hey, a little king. So when the grown folks is out doing grown folk stuff like black folk like to do, and we have our family get-togethers and the kids have a party, and then the grown folk party take over the kids' party, and the grown folk back out here drinking, and they got a sneaky little boy telling the little girl, come on, and they about the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah, two cousins and her getting booted. It goes on, right? The culture amplifies that because it exposes us to too much sexual content at such an early age. Right?
Yeah, but hip hop is definitely
So
being hypersexual.
So nah, homie, so I get it. So that's why when I'm addressing King, homie, and all this other my nigga, I see what the culture is producing.
Yeah, no, I have to agree. I concede to that point, definitely. Now, something else I wanted to, I got to ask is Boosie, man. Yeah. Are you really trying to set up a boxing match with Boosie?
Yeah, I will. Yeah. And we had a real contract and an offer that was made.
Wow.
And we had some real discussions. My previous manager actually spoke with Boosie on the phone. He didn't do too much talking. He just said send over the contract. Dewberry actually talked to one of his homeboy, Boosie manager, whoever the homeboy. So it's a lot of money that was offered to us. Right?
Can you say about
$100,000 up front with 25% streaming pay-per-view money on the back end.
Okay, you about to get paid like a boxer.
And they had some big names involved in it. Dana White name that was on the contract. So me and Boosie probably would go stand again at 1.52 million on the back end. True, right? So when we said, I reach out to some niggas that know Boosie from the, so they set up the phone conversation. Dewberry talked to his manager's homeboy. So the nigga saying, man, we really don't want to do nothing because he called the police on Tootie when he was in Austin. Nigga, what?
Yeah, I'm not turning down a $2 million bag.
Hold on. That. How did I know Tootie was in Austin to call the police on him? How can I call the police and they know what Tootie looked like to get him?
That's a good point.
Come on, my nigga.
That's a good point.
Well, I said I did it, though. Because you know why I said I did it? Because when I saw on the internet, somebody on the internet said Charleston probably did it. So I took what the internet and ran with it. They're like Rat Williams.
Right. So
Cockring Charlie. Take it and run with it. So I'm saying to myself, these are street niggas who say they about money, really believe I called the police on Tootie. It's Southwest by Southwest, and I ain't nowhere by South. I can't call the police in Fort Worth for Austin. That don't work like that.
Correct. Yeah. Man.
So
then somebody, there would be certain.
How would I know?
Yes.
I don't know it now.
That's a good point.
So then they go on and say, man, he be talking about some stuff. Nigga, y'all gonna turn down his money. Okay. So
Boosie and his team turned it down?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I had like 4 or 5 more offers. Some good offers. So I had some come forward with so after Boosie they had picked Fly Soldier. them Cuban boys.
Yeah, Island Boys.
Yeah.
That'd be a good match. I'd watch that. I'd watch all this. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I think you and Boosie would break the bank.
Yeah, we would break the bank. And they know that. Whoever this investor is, he knew this. He knows this, right?
He's probably looking at the analytics, you know?
Yeah. So then after Fly Soldier, they wanted Walter Weeks from Fresh and Fit. But I don't know if they never reached out to him. And so I reached out to Peso, cause I was gonna do a Black and Mexican.
Yeah, TSF.
Yeah. I reached out to Peso, told him.
You come out Mayweather style, you know. I'm joking.
But for the record, if Boosie was scared, I told my manager, I sent her a video to send to him. I said, man, tell the nigga I'll let him win. If he's scared, I can tell him I'll let him win, man. I ain't gonna dethrone him and make him look bad, man. This gonna be big money. Yeah, but I would go box him and, let him win.
Now, what do you think about his recent legal trouble?
His ass in trouble.
Yeah.
His ass in the world of trouble in California with that pistol.
So today, news broke that he pled not guilty to having the weapon.
Oh, they gonna say somebody else had it, but if they got it off his ass, California ain't gonna play with him.
Yeah. That's one of those states. It just...
No, not my guns. And then, homie, man, you can't beat them white folk with 5 murders on death row and get in trouble again. They go OJ in. Homie. OJ went to jail for going to retrieve his property that was stolen from him.
That was always the weirdest part of the story to me.
He went to go retrieve his property that was stolen from him, and somebody who was with him just so happened to brandish a gun, unbeknownst to him. And they made OJ ass pay for that, getting that not guilty.
Yeah.
They gonna do Boosie the same way. I'm almost convinced the feds go come get him. Felony possession of a firearm.
Yeah, and it seems like, and this is something similar as well, Trap Boy Freddy, right? And he's from your home city, sort of, right? You're like the same metro area, I should say, right? Trap Boy Freddy recently had to put in a plea deal where it's looking like a possible 10 years for his weapons charge. I know it made big news. He had a tiger on him or something like that. Is that a Dallas thing? Like y'all buy exotic animals?
No, it's not. Yeah, that's a Dallas thing. Yeah, my partner them niggas had a Bengal and killed that motherfucker. He had broke loose. And killed the horses. So they had to go kill that motherfucker. And they dumped that motherfucker tiger on side of 35 over here and made Fox News. And next thing you know, everybody ass was in the feds.
What?
Everybody ass was in the feds.
For killing the tiger?
The tiger was riddled with bullets. It was a Bengal.
Yeah.
Man, that's like finding a dead body. Nigga, white folk care way more about an animal than they do a body.
That's true.
It was a bullet. It was a riddle. Man, that mother was riddled with bullets. Yeah, that nigga, well, they supposed to bury that. They weren't supposed, but no, nigga, that activated the feds to where it brought to West Dallas.
What I don't get is, okay, you buy a tiger cub, right?
Yeah.
It starts off as cute, cuddly, or whatever. When those things grow big, fast, like I'm talking about.
And you gotta feed them. Or they gonna eat something.
Yes.
That's how he broke loose and started eating them horses.
Yeah.
And
they're the biggest cat, right? So it's like, he gets like the 700, 1,000 pounds or something.
You can't tame them. They can't be domesticated. Not even a regular small cat. Even a small cat hunts like the big game.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's just the dumb nigga wasting his money. The money he used to take care of this motherfucking cat, nigga, he could have built his mama a new back room.
True. Nah, truth are.
Unless he was fucking the cat. Now, that
Let's not do that.
On that, what nigga gonna get a cat for that big and he can destroy the cats every day? Every day this tear up something.
Yes, it sounds like a bad investment, even if you had a lot of money. Like, even when Mike Tyson had his tigers, it's just too much food, too much going on.
Yeah, I seen a nigga with a monkey and a pamper on one time. Man, you got that monkey. I'm gonna let that monkey jump off and bite me. Nigga, I don't want to shake your hand.
You said the monkey had on a pamper?
Yeah, the monkey on a pamper.
Right.
That's the them the niggas that didn't get to play well with other kids. Why you want to get this? I don't get that shit. I'm a people's person. I don't like them.
Okay. Now, what do you think about this whole John Morant thing? It's the biggest story in the NBA.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna? What do you think is gonna happen from the league? Do you think he's gonna be suspended for most of next season?
Yeah.
Think it's at that point where they?
Oh, well, you got guys like Larry Bird, homie. They feel like See what I realized, basketball is a white boy sport. White boy started basketball. They ain't no sport. We just went and got in it. What's a white man sport?
Yeah, and Jerry West right there.
Yeah.
Dr. Naismith started.
If he wanted back. That's why, see, niggas don't go to the NBA games to know who go to NBA games. There ain't much black people in the arenas. Bunch of white people.
Definitely.
With their kids, nigga, on the front row, high-fiving these guys.
Definitely. That's
They're looking at your culture, which your culture don't promote gun safety. Because if it would, you wouldn't have it up to your head with the car. Your culture and your people don't promote gun rights, even though you're not a convicted felon. Your representation of a gun and the manner in which you're brandishing and on top of the music you're listening to all says gun violence, kill, murder. Okay, this is your culture. Your culture don't go hunting with guns. Your culture don't collect guns because you for collectible items. Your culture kill people with guns. So we're a little concerned about you and your culture and guns in our league, on our television, in front of our children. What's the problem, Morat? You work for our team. What's the problem? You can't just not show the gun, my guy.
Yeah, I don't get that, man. And it felt like from the last situation that he had on the live, that people were actually waiting. Like, people are obviously going to be recording.
Well, here's the thing. His culture is clapping for him. The rappers, the things that he admire and respect, is saying, man, you ain't done nothing wrong, man. You ain't do white folk do it. What they ain't paying white folk, what they paying you, nigga?
Yeah.
Give us our money back. Give us our jersey. Now go show your guns. Go show your gun now. But not in our jersey. Not in our facilities. We don't have no problem with you sharing no gun, but not as our employee. It's no different than, nigga, if I work for General Motors and General Motors don't like me dissing because we got co-workers.
Fair enough. Nah,
Come on, huh?
it just seems like, man.
So let me just say this. I lost a contract with a California County Probation Department because of something I've done online. This was going to be an exclusive deal. My lifetime dream deal. But they paying me. And I said something they don't like. They took their money back. Hey, man, we don't want, nigga, I can't be mad. I was an independent contractor for a government agency. Mm-hmm. And they already a little concerned about, the image that I present online that could affect having so nigga, there's no different. Yeah.
And you're comparing that, I can see where that compared to what
I wasn't getting 200 million. But listen, I'll go pick up some money.
Okay.
And the possibility of this.
Now, was this something recently?
Yeah, okay. This is last week.
Wow.
Yeah.
And just based off of something you said online, they said, that's crazy.
Nigga, I met with over 24 juvenile officials, government officials, chief of probation. We spent probably, 2 different meetings. I had a real big deal with the county probation department, juvenile county. Wow. And because of my persona and what I said, it cost me that, just like it's costing him. Yeah. But it's really, nigga, I was flashing guns. Nigga, you showing them guns. Nigga, I'll kill you, niggas. I know what it was. But nigga, I don't work for them. It don't hurt me for them to take that away.
You never had it.
It hurts them not to have the programs because they sought after me for the programs. I didn't show up for them with the program. They say they need this. And when I met with them and presented with them, everybody said, oh, this would be wonderful. This is great. Oh, man. This truck dog. So everybody was excited. But they can't get past the guns online. Well, this is my job. That ain't his job to do that. This is my character. So no matter what I do online, it's my brand. I get paid for the things I do online. The shit I say online get me interviews.
And I think whatever you're doing, it's working right now. And
You see all these questions you asked me. Shit.
we ran down the list.
Yeah, so there's gonna be something I say in this interview that's gonna generate another interview. So that's why, yeah, I'm gonna say something in this interview where there's somebody, they gonna wanna interview me about something, and they're gonna have some questions from this interview that me and you done discuss.
I believe so. And that seems to be the trend, especially when you go super viral. And you have a habit of going super viral. You know what I mean?
I try to do at least once a week.
Nice. Now, what I wanted to do is just close out by giving you an opportunity to shout out anything that you got coming up or something that you wanted to promote.
Man, let me just say this. When DJ Academics pulled that comedy show in New York, within the first week, I won't say within the first few hours, man, that comedy show was almost sold out within the first week.
That's crazy.
Almost 80% in New York, right? He had me thinking that is Live Nation call and say, hey, we want him off. You got this guy. And I with DJ Academic, homie. And I'm saying, well, man, why wouldn't he call me and tell me that if these people really call him from Live Nation and say, hey, man, we're looking at you up DJ Academic for you even wanting to have a guy. So you either cancel the show or take him off. So he gave him a very detailed explanation. Only for me, to be going on tour with Live Nation in July.
Wow. So Live Nation really wasn't the issue.
No, nothing. He was the internet pressure was the issue.
Okay.
Homie, nobody has called and said ban Charleston. Nobody have called and said you can't do a show with Charleston. The pressure and the backlash that Warren's received from his friends, the rap entertainers, the China Max, that was an issue. Because when I spoke to me and TK Kirkland had a conversation. I said, say, TK, nigga, I ain't got no script. How I know what to do and not do? This ain't never been done before. I ain't got no script for comedy. Nigga, I'm just going on stage talking. Somebody show me what to do in comedy and watch how great I be in 1 year. Somebody give me a movie script and watch how bad I be in the movie. I've been operating without a script, so I'm gonna break all the rules. I ain't got no script. Give me a script, then I stay in the guidelines of the script. With that script come money.
That seems like the natural progression for you, right? Like movies and things of that nature.
I got a lot of offers. Yeah. I got movie scripts right now. I'm looking up. I got a lot of offers.
Nothing that you could talk about?
No.
Okay.
I signed an NDA. So July, I'm hosting, and they're gonna make a press release. I won't say the date. Because it's going to be in a few days. So by the time you release this, they'll be done the press release. Live Nation is going to be releasing the press release that Charleston White will be hosting TK Kirkland's Live Nation comedy tour.
Amazing.
Yeah, and this is a worldwide tour. I've said a lot of unruly, disparaging, disrespectful things. And I've been reminding people, these are my personal ideas and beliefs. I'm in a character, nigga. Telling y'all I'm trying to get into the movies, trying to get on the stage. I just don't know how to do it. I ended up here. So now I got TK Kirkland come in and say, man, I think you're a star. I think you got what it take. But you would have to listen. Let me show you. I always been a young nigga trying to get the game. Give me the game, my nigga. I'm gonna make everybody proud. See what I done with YouTube once I learned the game.
Facts.
Yeah. Got on Instagram once I learned the game. Then once I understood branding, then nigga, I started a website, clothing line. Now I started branding things. So nigga, come show me what I need to do at this point and watch where I go. And so TK Kirkland came in and said, hey, I want him for my Live Nation. Live Nation gave me the thumbs up. I sent all my information over to Live Nation. So man, we on a worldwide tour. I got a fight supposed to be coming up. August 26th with a real big time TikToker. That's some big money on the table.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
and TikToker, that's gonna make some news.
Well, they got a nice lineup. Bandman, Kevo is gonna be on the ticket.
Really?
I think Dewberry on the ticket. Say Cheese TV gonna be on the ticket, and it's so we're the undercard for a real professional fight in August.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it seems like you're breaking down a lot of barriers. You're putting in a lot of good work, man. I as a fan,
I'm learning. None of us, we don't know how to get here, homie. Nigga, we didn't go to acting school. I didn't land a record deal, homie. I come off the Facebook, nigga, in my car talking with nappy hair. Nigga, so if I was smart, I would learn to grow. I would take advantage of opportunities. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to take advantage of every opportunity that's being presented, as well as put more people on.
All right, and it's well respected, and you're obviously well received.
Yeah.
All right. So I'd like to thank you for coming out, man. Appreciate it.
It's shaking already, man.
All right.